you got the Bugs 3 with a GoPro on it. Use the stock controller. And again, guys, I am using the stock controller because I do listen to you guys, and some of you guys say, oh, well, you never fly with the stock controllers. How are we supposed to know how the drone reacts? Well, I've started to do that with certain drones and get away from the jumper, but I absolutely love the jumper. So bottom right is just like a line graph showing speed and low points and whatnot. Upper left, you can see, is miles per hour. That's the miles per hour we hit. As we are flying east, which you can also see we're flying north now, we have northeast, southwest on the inside of that mile per hour gauge. As we are flying east, that's the way the wind's blowing. That's going to be the fastest rate of speed that we are going to get. Right there, we just hit 35, and we are going with the wind a little bit coming down in altitude, and again we hit 35. I think the high at 37. I think the highest point we hit was 45. So you could either pay attention to the beautiful footage that the GoPro Hero 7 puts off, the super smooth gimbal-like. It is definitely gimbal-like. It is not completely mimicking a gimbal, but it is gimbal-like. Features on it is pretty epic. So we're gonna go ahead and turn around here, and we are gonna go into the wind here. You can see we pick up speed pretty good. Still haven't hit that 40. We're at 39 now. We hit 40, 41. We will go a little bit faster than that. Again, we're on the stock controller. So if you don't have the jumper, you don't understand how the jumper works, you don't want to modify the jumper to have the Bugs 3 protocol on it, you don't need it. For this setup that I'm showing you right here, you don't need it. The FPV setup that I have is the eye, the Cyclops eye that hooks up to a transmitter, which is on the back of this. I have FXT goggles, which are pricey goggles, but they're worth every darn penny. Especially if you wear glasses. If you wear glasses, I'm telling you right now, go get the goggles. I don't think they're going to discontinue them anytime soon, but you don't know. They are they are, point period. Even goggles that I don't wear my glasses with because I don't absolutely need my glasses to fly. Right here, nope, the next time we will go to our highest point in mile per hour. But they're the most comfortable pair of goggles that I've worn, point period. FXT goggles, I'll link them down below, guys. But as far as the flyability on this is high wind. I'm dealing with probably close to 20-mile-an-hour wind, and we're flying into it, and we're still gaining speed at 20-some-odd mile per hour. Right here, we come cooking. And we are at 43, 45, 45 mile per hour. I think that's the highest that we hit through this video. Again, guys, I listen to you. Some people are like, yo, how do I know how well the drone flies? You're always using a jumper with this, and I don't have the jumper. Well, check it. This is what you can expect. This is what you can expect out of a Bugs 3. This is a Force 100, but they're the same exact thing. Same motor, same protocol. Everything's the same. In high wind. You'll get extremely quick pickup flying with the wind. Again, flying east, flying west against the wind. We're chilling. We're chilling at 24, 23 mile an hour against almost 20 mile an hour wind. So you can probably gauge that this drone in no wind will probably fly almost 40 some odd mile an hour. We will test that in future times. The display is coming from the GoPro. The GoPro has GPS on it, and it won't work underneath the drone flipped upside down. I already tried that. You need to have this upright, and I have it on top of the drone for optimal statistics, and then with GPS enabled, it logs all this data where we can have stuff like this. It does also have a display that will show you altitude, but I think it's judging altitude from sea level because I start out at extremely high altitude, which is pretty darn close to the altitude, the elevation that I'm at on the little mountain that I live on. So that's weird. So I won't be showing that because it's really not useful for me to try to calculate base altitude and then what I've increased from base. But as far as the speedometer goes, as far as the gauge on the bottom right goes, it's epic. And you could even see battery sag here, man. You can see towards the end of it, I've already heard my beeping because I have a beeper on this. If you want to see how to put the beeper on this, search my channel. I put a beeper on this using a voltmeter. It's pretty epic how I did it, and I could actually trigger it, but it does go off when the LVC goes off. Alright guys, I'm J-Drone. If you haven't subscribed, smash the subscribe button. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, down below, definitely get at me. If you want to support the page, that's the beeper that's going off that you can hear. If you want to support the page, there's a PayPal link down below. Later.